what needs to happen, because I guarantee you Jericho want to go back. I guarantee you he want to go back to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he would. He would, but I think he's trying to do something. He's really trying to. I think he really wants to get AEW off the ground and running. Now, granted, so okay, let's look at it like this: their largest crowd was 80-something thousand in the UK for that show they did. I think it was All In.
Yeah. All In.
Okay. Now, Wembley Stadium. Unfortunately, the most talked about thing was what happened backstage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you had Chris Jericho fighting Will Ospreay on that show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you got to go back this year because they're going back. I think they already got tickets on sale. And now you got to redo that place. Now, I know people are going to say, we're talking about, Jericho, what he's trying to do is what we're talking about here as well. Because he's trying to build this thing up. So when you go back now, let's redo this, right? That's what be on my mind. Let's redo this. Let's do it right, right? Mm-hmm. We know we're going to sell 80,000 tickets again because those are some fanatic fans over there in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's so much. It's not taking nothing for AEW. I don't think it's so much AEW as it is pro wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can probably go over there and get that crowd like that. Potentially.
Maybe.
Because you know what I'm saying? Just because they love pro wrestling and they don't get it like that. So, but will Jericho be in the Hall of Fame? Yes. Will he appreciate it? Yes. He says not a big deal potentially. It'll be a big deal for him.
It'll be a big deal. It'd be a big deal. I mean, who would induct him in the Hall of Fame?
It's today? Like he hadn't going tomorrow?
That's tough.
It is. Okay. I would say we talking about his whole career, so it got to be somebody who's been rolling with him for a while, or one of his rivalries in WWE. So first person come to mind is Shawn Michaels to me.
Well, I think if Eddie Guerrero was still alive, it probably would have been him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of them, somebody from WCW. I would say that was in WCW with him, down the road, back and forth. I think that's somebody from there.
But I can see Shawn doing it. I can see Shawn Michaels doing it.
Yeah.
That was just like his childhood idol. Yeah. That match was amazing.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah, about 20 of them.
the one at Mania, but the one at that ladder match?
That ladder match.
Oh, yes, sir.
That was, I want to watch that again.
I'm still mad Shawn didn't win that match. That's a whole other conversation, though. But never mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The story careers, man.
Yeah.
I got another question about the Hall of Fame, though. Do y'all feel like it's less put out there and kind of, diluted now? Because they named these people last minute, almost last minute for this Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. It's been like that for a few years now. It seemed like before you heard about somebody in December, January going to the Hall of Fame, at least the main star of it.
Right.
But now it's coming on after SmackDown. You can watch it if you want to. It's so packed. I get it with both nights, but it seemed like it's just not as put out there, not as highlighted.
I remember when we first went to Mania. I remember we did the Hall of Fame, and it was like you was looking forward to it. I think to your point, RC, now it's kind of like just another show.
Well, like you got tickets to SmackDown. We got the Hall of Fame gonna be there too if you want to stay that long. Stay after that.
Well, I think as Shawn said, alluding to your point, RC, it was its own separate entity then.
Yeah.
So you would say Hulk Hogan's going to the Hall of Fame 3 months out so you can pack the house.
Right.
Now, because I don't think they sell it as an option. You go to SmackDown, it's a combo ticket for Hall of Fame, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to it like that, right?
Be,
yeah. So, on top of that, you get no more than 5 people now, and the main person get an hour, the rest of them get 2 or 3 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying? But I also remember when I said last week that Triple H is a wrestler? Mm-hmm. Remember I said that? I've heard on many occasions that most prominently with Shawn Michaels' Hall of Fame speech, he was like, look, I ain't gonna be up here all night, y'all, because we got WrestleMania tomorrow, and all due respect, somebody up here every year stay up here all night, and we gotta get up for WrestleMania tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying too, but I think now it's more so it's the Hall of Fame, yes, but I think it's more of the focus on the main person.
Right. Right. But
Okay.
because I remember, I think I've heard now. I didn't know then, but I heard now that during Ric Flair's in the speech that Vince told Triple H to go out there and tell him to wrap it up.
Yeah, he went. You remember? You remember? We were there, and they
Yeah.
booed Triple H.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember that when he went up to him?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
and they booed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
We
said
could.
it on a documentary, and
Yeah.
we knew
Yeah.
what it was. We
Yeah.
knew what it was. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he kept. I remember when he kept talking. He said, "I ain't even got to my paper yet." So you know he was. If he didn't get the paper yet, he was already talking that long.
Yeah.
They had to cut it. They had to cut it.
But to your point, RC, I think that's what's missing. Like you got these guys that had long careers, and you asking them to condense that into a good soundbite, good talk. Man, but man, it was like you said, Lonnie. Like it was a separate night. That's what made it magical,
Yeah.
Now I think they do it like right out there on the stage, and somebody come in the ring, right?
Yeah, they set the ring up. They keep the ring because it's a show, right? And they set it up like I think they put the steps on it and whatnot, and they walk up to it. So it's a little different now. But like I said, I think it's more so about the main person now. And I think they started setting that stage up like that since '35.
Right.
When they started doing that, and but to your point though, I think it's one of those things where, unfortunately, it might be a business move. Like based on what packs the house and what doesn't, and how can we pack the house and make it more profitable? That might be a business move. I don't know, but I also know that they don't probably want people there all night. Which is ironic though, because SmackDown ends at 10.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
got another at
That's still
least
a long
2
time.
hours, at least another 2 hours probably
Right.
of that.
Right.
That's waiting. That's who's waiting for it to start.
Mm-hmm.
The main person getting about 45 minutes, probably to an hour to speak, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got everything else in between.
Right.
So I don't know. So
But they may shoot it earlier though, because sometimes at different events, sometimes they start shooting early because they know the something else is after that. Especially if the Hall of Fame, they might start at 6 instead of 8.
yes.
Because they know the Hall of Fame is after that, so it might start earlier. That's what SmackDown might start earlier.
I think they might have did that last year, RC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think they might have did that. So yeah, so it's a pretty big thing, man. But I'm still glad they do it. We'll see, Nick, when we go back to it. When we decide to do that and see what that experience is like. I know the people would like to hear that. So it'll be very fun. I mean, it'll be fun for sure.
We got Paul Heyman. Who else we got going in this year?
We got the U.S. Express, is that what they call it?
I think.
Barry Windham and
I'm gonna look up the list right quick.
yeah, Barry Windham and
Bull Nakano.
Yeah, Bull Nakano's going in. Muhammad Ali's going in.
I thought he was already in there. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
No.
He should have been, but it's okay.
I forgot the guy's name. But yeah,
I didn't know who he was either.
5 people. So yeah, it's gonna be obviously Paul Heyman's the headliner because it's in Philadelphia.
Right.
So but yeah,
ain't no telling if he gonna be in character or he gonna talk real. Ain't no telling. I think he gonna blur it. He gonna do both.
He should do it in character.
Yeah, well, he got a lot to talk about. I'm sure he got a lot to talk about, but it's Paul Heyman. He can do.
Listen, man. He be like this here. And tomorrow, with my tribal chief, crushes the dreams of all you Cody crybabies.
Yeah.
He just drop it up like that, and then you can look on this. And if Roman's in attendance, he can stand up and
he can put the ones up, right?
You know what I'm saying? And then you get a shot of Cody himself or whatever,
and the final boss.
Yeah, I don't know if it could be there.
Yeah, I don't know if him or Roman might be out there. I don't will see.
Yeah.
Right. But man, what was I about to say? So Paul Heyman, man, I forgot that he managed the Undertaker.
Wait, what they call him back then? Because that's back in his WCW days.
Yeah, because You know, I was watching the podcast, man, and Undertaker was saying how, you know, Paul was really instrumental with him getting on with WWE or WWF at the time, you know, and he's like, man, Paul was such a good guy. He took care of the, you know, hotel, the rides, everything.
He
Yeah,
got him to go to WWE because they went to the Mean Mark Palace, I think his name was.
right.
Yeah.
And he got him to go to the if you go back and watch some of the history of the documentaries they talk about, you know,
Right.
they bring those stories up and things of that nature, man. So I think it's a phenomenal way they have it set up. You know, the Hall of Fame. So that's why Jericho will be there, because not only would he get acknowledged as a Hall of Fame at the show, you would get the Hall of Fame treatment of coming out on the stage at WrestleMania again.
Yeah.
It's never just open for his performance to go out there and see everybody. And if you're the headliner, you probably go out both nights.
Right.
And I think he will be the headliner whenever he goes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely headline material right there.
Yeah.
Man.
But sometimes I think they're running out of names.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like, but he would definitely be the headliner.
They got too many names, bro. They ain't gonna run out. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of names, but does everybody deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?